Hey guys, welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV here in Frederick, Colorado. It's yours truly, Marlon Bledman. Today I'm going to show you guys a sold unit, but this one is a 2022 Freightliner M2106. This customer ordered one of our units. It didn't come in time, and we had this one coming in right after that, before that one, and he decided to go with the silver instead of the white. So this one came in. He snagged it right away, and of course he will take delivery of it tomorrow. But I wanted to show you guys what a silver Freightliner Summit Hauler conversion looks like, and of course we're going to go over some of the features that we include in our Summit Haulers. And of course, if you guys have any questions, if you guys are interested in any of the ones coming in, we have about 3 or 4 2022s left that will be available. Right after that is our 2023. Sometime middle of August, maybe late August, we will have those 23s coming out. But again, with the way things go in, material being late and all that, you know, they might have a delay in certain things. But just wanted to introduce you guys to this awesome 2022 Freightliner M2106 Summit Hauler conversion. And you guys might be wondering, Summit Hauler, for all those who don't know, Summit Hauler is the brand. We designed this truck here at Transwest in Frederick. This is all our minds put together, and pretty much we came up with the Summit Hauler. Summit Hauler has been in existence for so many years now, since 2006. And from the time from photos seeing Summit Hauler grew to what it is now, it's amazing, of course, and that's what happens with time. So first of all, you guys could see the Summit Hauler grill. This one was designed and made by the C9 company, which does a lot of work when it comes to grills and stuff like that. The new on the 2022s is the LED lighting. And of course I have this turned on right now. You might not really see it, but it does have that whitish blue light instead of the orange light. With the 3-piece bumper, again guys, I mentioned that on all Freightliners. If you are in an accident, it's kind of awesome having those 3-piece bumpers. So if you have any incident where any of this damage, you could actually replace that particular section. Right underneath here is the extension on the bumpers, and of course you could see it matches the color of the truck as well. Again, tow hooks. This one does have those tow hooks already installed, and again you'll find some without the tow hooks installed, but they are located underneath the hood. So let's open up that hood. Again guys, with the Freightliners, those hoods are very easy to open, and it is a 106. So what you guys are looking at is the Cummins 8.9 liter engine, and it's also partnered with the Allison 6-speed automatic transmission, 3200 TRV. With the 22s, it went up 10 horsepower, so we have about 360 horsepower and about 1,150 foot-pounds of torque. Awesome. Again, with Freightliner, they do an amazing job. Everything is pretty much clearly labeled inside there, and of course, you know, it's very easy for people who don't know what they're looking at to open up the engine and be like, oh, okay. Fuel filter, water separator, everything is clearly labeled. You could actually see what you're looking at and kind of get familiar with the product. With the batteries being underneath the back seat, we have the negative and positive stud up front. Gives you clear access for jumping. If you need to jump somebody or you need to jump start the truck, you have access right here. Again, with Summit Hauler, we add those auto balancers on our vehicle, and what that does, it all about auto balances the vehicle while driving, just like the name says it. And of course, it gives you longer lasting tires, and with those tires we have Michelin 255/80 R22.5s. Again, with those auto balancers on here, will give you a longer lasting tire. Okay, we haven't mentioned that in a long time, so we're gonna come over here and kind of point out the air dryer system And that's something a lot of people are not aware of. Again, this is a fully air brake truck. So you got air brakes, you got air ride seats, you got air suspension, and you have those tanks in here accumulating a lot of moisture. With this system right here, this is the air dryer system. This actually, like the name says, dries up all the moisture in those tanks, allowing less rust or no rust at all entering those tanks and having a longer life on those air tanks or air compressors. So this air dryer comes on majority of Freightliners, especially the Summit Hollows. We make sure that they are on there, so that's a good thing to look forward to. While we're on this side, away from the sunlight, I have those lights turned on, all those marker lights, and all those are now LED lights, which makes it awesome at night, super bright. We now include a little cover here for our fuel tanks, and we have two 50-gallon tanks, one on either side. And of course with this here, you could close it up and of course lock it up. And I know price of diesel is a little bit high now, so to safeguard your diesel, you know, this comes in very handy, you know. As we come around, you guys can see the bed of this truck is a little bit longer than your typical beds, especially on auto conversions. But we do have 4 awesome storage boxes, and this box actually goes all the way through. Tons of storage in here. All right, and with those doors as well, does lock as well. So once you put your personal items in there, you could actually secure everything in here. With the back tires, it is dual wheels on both sides. And of course, we do have the auto balancers between the dual wheels in the back as well. Again, a nice storage box in the back end of that truck. And like I said, all those storage boxes are lockable. Let's take a look at the bed. The customer opted to have a Hensley Trailer Saver hitch on here, and that's what we got installed right here at this location. This one also comes equipped with an auto leveler, so it's already preset. So once you put your trailer on this truck, it will automatically level those airbags for you without having to use a switch each time. So it does have the auto leveler system. Again, this one is a 5th wheel plate. There is an option to get an attachment, and we do have those selling at this store for a gooseneck ball. So you could actually put a gooseneck ball adapter in here. Simply remove this pin right in the dead center here. There is a nut on the other side. You move that pin, you remove that 5th wheel plate, and then you add that gooseneck ball, and then you screw it back in place. Again, it does have that auto leveler system, so it comes in very handy. This truck was spray bed line, so as you guys can see right now, it is spray bed line, so it will allow you to have more life on the bed and avoid seeing scratches or stuff like that. Also, we have a 7-pin hookup here for your trailer. So either on the trailer on top of the bed or the bumper pull trailer, you could hook up that 7-pin here. Customer did request to have a backup camera on this truck, and we use the same Voyager camera that we have dead center on the headache rack down here, so he could actually see when he pulls into his bumper pull. So we have 2 cameras set up. That's the first time I'm showing you guys 2 cameras being on a Voyager camera system since we've been doing those videos. I've always told you guys you have the option of adding 3 more cameras to the system because we have 1 already installed. But it's kind of cool to see, you know, what the second camera looks like and what options you have. So when we get inside, I'm going to show you guys that. Those tracks right here are tied on tracks. We do have in our package areas to clip on here and actually be able to tie down personal items. You know, if you put your side-by-sides on here, motorcycles, whatever, you could use those tracks. They are adjustable, so you can move all the way to the top and all the way back. We do have a center track as well on this bed. And of course, if you want additional storage, we do have, this truck is already designed to allow you to put a storage box in here. Again, if you guys want to add a storage box, and we do have install, it's very easy to mount in there. If in case we don't have it on the time of delivery, we could also ship it to your location. Like I said, it's super easy to put in there. We'll have directions, but anybody could put that on that truck. All right, so again, the same storage boxes on this side, but the only difference is in here, we got our air supply. So if you want to put air in your tires, either your motorcycle, your side-by-side, your four-wheelers, your trailer, even the truck, you have that air supply right here. And the two front storage box has LED lights as well inside, so once you open it up, there will be lights in there. The back ones doesn't have light, but again, it's a smaller box, so you will see items very quickly on those back boxes here. We got our trickle charger for our batteries. And of course, we come over here, we have our engine block heater. And again, this truck is certified to work in any of the 50 states we have. So it is certified for all 50 states, so you don't have to worry about emissions or anything like that. It is certified for all states in America. Again, the other unit over here, we have the second 50-gallon tank, and of course we got a 6-gallon DEF tank in here. All right, let's take a look on the back seat. Black interior. This bench does turn into a bed, and you have that switch right here. And while I go down, just want to point out, we could see right between here, we got the Kika sound system on here with the Stinger stereo. We do have a storage, a big, looks like a 10-inch sub underneath the seat. We got the Summit Hauler logo dead center of that bench. Great design. So we're gonna go up inside and kind of show you guys what this truck have to offer in the interior. Let's point directly on the bottom part here for charging options. A lot of people always ask. We do have pretty much all charging options here. We have 4 USB ports. We got 2 110 plugins with child safety here. And of course 2 12 volts on either side. So you got enough charging here for all your family members. With the seats here, we got tons of storage in the back of those seats. And of course, handrails to go in and out of the truck. You have that switch here for your back bench, and each door has its own power window switch. Down here we have our, sorry about that, we have our Kika speakers in the doors, and of course with our Summit Hauler logo on the molding right here. So I'm gonna jump on the driver's seat this time so I can show you guys that Voyager camera system that I've been talking about. I'm just gonna turn the truck on for a little bit. All right, so hopefully the view is pretty good. And of course, you might see a little delay with the picture on there. But again, because of the lighting on the camera and on the screen, you will see that delay. So right now we have 2 views. That's the back of the bed view, and of course the bumper pool view. If you want to do that individually, right here, we have the options of switching the cameras. So if in case we had a 3rd camera, that 3rd camera would come up here, a 4th camera, it will have 1, 2, 3, and 4 views. But if you want to go individually, this is the back view for your trailer going into the bed. If you just want to do the bumper pull view only, again, this camera is adjustable. So if you don't want to see this view, you could actually tilt it a little bit up and you could see more, but that's a perfect view for when you're pulling into your trailers. And again, once you do that, you could go to all 4 cameras individually. And then of course, then you start splitting those cameras as needed. So that's pretty awesome. That's the first time I've actually showed you guys having 2 cameras on this vehicle at the same time. I've had the customers do it after the fact. And again, I kind of presented to you guys, but again, I was happy we were able to get that camera installed for this customer so we could present it to you guys to show what it looks like. We got storage up here and over there. Coming down here again, we do have that Stinger sound system. This one does come equipped with navigation. This one does come with Apple and Android capability, Bluetooth, of course, satellite radio. There is an adapter we have to install in there if you do decide to go with Sirius XM radio. It is separate, but we're looking to add it to all our future vehicles. But again, you could go in here. You do have the option going back to home for navigation, and it's at the bottom of the screen. Again, you could set your language from English, Spanish, and French. Again, it will all load up, and of course, you will get that navigation on the screen. I'm just gonna pass through this really quickly. The customer will set it to his or her specifications and how he or her likes it. As we continue here, again, this one does come equipped with AM, FM radio as well, so it's fully equipped. Coming down here, we have power windows, you got power locks, you got your cruise control, you got your marker light. Again, on my video yesterday, I mentioned this regen button is for pretty much a manual regen. Truck does automatic regen by itself, but if a tech has to work on his vehicle and needs to automatically or manually regen the vehicle, he or she will plug it into the computer and manually regen the truck as needed. Each one does have traction control. Again, your rear dump suspension, cargo light, you got heated mirrors, and of course you have options here for charging. So you have an additional 4 USB ports up here. Down here is where you're going to plug in your USB for your Apple and Android capability. We have your subwoofer control, so you could kind of bring down the bass a little bit, or for people like me that love a lot of bass while driving, you could increase that bass as well. We have the Red Arc trailer brake system, very small and handy. Again, we have tons of videos online, and of course paperwork that will show you how to control this. Very easy. AC controls. This is your fan levels, this is your different modes, different options, and of course your heat level and cool level. So all the way down is super cool, and then all the way down here is hot. And then you have your in-cab circulator. So once that orange light is on, all the cool air will stay inside and circulate. Cup holders in here. You got a nice storage in here, more cup holders. Again, those front seats are air ride. Those armrests are adjustable. Again, we have rear AC and heat. Just gonna bring down that fan a little bit. Rear AC and heat. And this is the fan level, so you have a high, medium, and low setting on here. Down here is your engine brake, and this one is a little bit different. You have to switch that system on to start working. So there's a switch on button, and then there's a high and low setting for your engine brake. Center, right now, before we had that center will be off, but we have a main switch now for your engine brake on this particular model. On the left side of the steering wheel, you have your adjustment for your lights. So center will turn off all lights. This one does come with daytime running lights as well. So Once this is down, you have your parking brake or your one set of lights on, and then on top here you have the rest of the lights coming on, your headlights and all that. To give you bright lights, it's on the same level with your window washer wiper setting. You will push it down, then your brights will come on, and then you will see that blue light on the center of your dash. Again, all your different gauges from your transmission, water, oil, your 2 air supplies, your primary and secondary air supply. You have your fuel gauge up here, and right below it you have 4 bars for your DEF fluid. So right now we're on full. We're about to get those fuel tanks full as well before delivery tomorrow. And of course, if you guys have any questions, you know, this is an amazing unit. So up here we got a few switches here. We got 2 that actually do something, and then 2 auxiliaries. So you got your reading lights that will turn on those 2 lights on, and then of course you got your mood light will turn what I call the infinity lights, a nice little ambiance. So when you guys are traveling at night, just want a little nice look inside. I've seen some people drive with it during the day. They just like that look. So you have that switch right here. The 2 up here are auxiliary switches, so you could actually add, you know, if you have more stuff to put in here, you have the option of using those switches here as well. Again, like I said, this unit is sold, but we have a few more units coming in that are available. We have a mocha color coming. It's almost like a champagne looking color coming in next. Then we have a couple white ones as well. A black one as well, that will be 22. So those 3 right now are available. We have a couple people on the white ones, but hasn't confirmed the order as yet. But again, if you guys are looking to snag one of those before it even gets there, please give us a call today. You can call myself or Larry, but my direct contacts is 303-684-3412. Cell number 661-755-4344. Or you guys could email me at marlon.bledman@transwest.com. I want to thank you guys for tuning in today, and I want to say congratulations to Brian on his purchase of this truck, and of course hopefully we get more business from you guys out there. And if you guys have any questions about our conversion, which is the Summit Hauler, feel free to reach out. We'll give you guys specs. We'll, you know, talk about prices and different options we can. And if you guys want to build one from scratch, we'll kind of tell you what options you have and how fast we could get it done. In the meantime, thank you guys for tuning in today, and we'll see you guys back here tomorrow for another video. In the meantime, thank you guys for tuning in, and hopefully see you guys soon. Thank you.